last time on Castaton. First off, we had Ham, who had a very short-lived career cause he disconnected when he got to mid. Next up was Evil Dead, the Polish hacker, which was originally blue. But then he saw that I was blue and then he went red to snipe me. Following him was Akakas, starting out as a demolition man, with no bombs. He quickly discovered his team was in need of a medic and proceeded to very single-handedly, with the help of others, secure the victory for the blue team. With a very good, convincing medic play. Next up in line was Vara, who eventually ended up on Pyro, helping save the day. Who will today's episode feature? Stay tuned to find out on Castaton. It's Dspatiej.
Hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a bit of a interesting thing, to say the least. Took me some time to get that ready, but we'll look at Dspatiej. Old school, heavy main, I think. Balancemod player, plays a little bit of everything. Hates upward, hates snipers, and generally has some of the worst positioning that I know of someone who plays this much. So we will see if that's the case here today. So running out on the mid, running the Force of Nature, deciding to just run around, poke and prod. He's going to go with Criticola. He's very low in health. Literally anything will kill him, but he does. I think he killed someone, right? Before he died, he killed his spy or something. That's good. So now, like in the previous episodes, we've seen that if you want to see the others, they are in playlists. And in the previous videos, if you want to catch the other points of view, because we are going to cover everybody that was in this game. And if they leave, the video ends. As we've seen quite nicely how it is. So, let's see here. And he's going to go with the team here. Pretty much a support role. Like, if anybody jumps the medic, he can like push him back with Force of Nature. And right now he's just doing chip damage, doing capture, doing fairly alright. Just standing on a point, doing scout things. So eventually, he will be able to run that. What? There's... What is happening? The blue base... They need to get to the blue base, right? But there's blue guys in the way. I thought they were on the other side there. I brain farted. But he ran into a sentry and dies. Then he stands still for a little bit, and there we go. He's coming in. Coming in hot. Ready for action to do something. Shoots stuff. Dies. So far, he hasn't really been able to do too much. I mean, he has capped the point, and he's applying some annoying pressure, because like when you're a scout with the Force of Nature, you don't really have that range that normal scouts do, and you have to get in, but if you get in, you die, and he seems to be dying a lot, because there, he died to me. I just ran up and shot him in the ass, so that's what happens. So let's see here. So he has teammates here. He has a heavy and a scout. Let's see if he coordinates with them. So he runs in first, sees that there's literally nothing, and he's probably just going to go up here, capture, and I would love for him to get close. You can see the sniper. He has nothing. He's dead, and he should just go and capture, and that's what he does. Medic and scout coming in. They have healing. You don't. Not fan of the focus fire here. He has shot a little bit on the healing scout and a little bit on the medic. But he does get the capture, though, by himself, nonetheless. So that makes it worth it. So that is going to give... I don't think anyone's going to get the forward spawn for this, actually. No. Because nobody spawned during that time. But if they did, we would have had an advantage. And he's saying something's buffed. While the other team complains about their 4 snipers. Could you imagine that the blue team is going to win this? When they have 4 snipers at this point in the game and the red team has like so much power? So let's see what he does here. What is his sensitivity? It seems to be very high. He turns like really quickly. It seems to be affecting his aim. So he goes in here. He has a like scout spy on harassment and flanking is so good because the scout distracts and then the spy gets the stab, right? It's a very good synergetic movement if you decide to do that and you can play together. So catches some players that's not ready for him just being in the corner here, doing some chip damage. He's going to run in and not going to go for the health. I think he's just going to go and see what they have on the point. Yeah, so he goes in and sees they have a heavy. You know, this move, totally fine. You're super weak. You don't have a lot of health, no healing, but you need to know what's there. Like, if nobody was there, he would have gotten the capture in 1 round. Easy. Totally worth it. So here he goes, running back. And right now, you would think that the red team is able to push, right? But now, you can see there's not that many snipers on blue anymore. There's only 2 instead of 4. And then, like, he can't win the fight. Runs into medic. I'm not sure what this is. Because it made a doink on the engineer, but it didn't switch targets. What? What is that jank? All right, so he goes in and just launches them away. And he can't really go in there because I think they're sentries. Yeah, mini sentries. Yeah, he's totally screwed. Would not be surprised to see him switch class here, or if he's just going to stay scout. Yeah. So red almost gets the capture, but they don't, because, you know, this is the same game that we've seen a lot of times. We know that red won't get a single capture so far. That's not a spoiler. That's just a fact of what happens. He's going to fight me here. That's me, the other scout there. Pyro runs in for the medic, and then he remembers that he's... I think he wanted to try, like, because in this... when we played in this session, we had buffed the Fan of War to... deploy and holster faster, so you can like more quickly whip it out and hit someone with it, so they take mini crits. I think like he's trying to work that into his game plan, so he's not quite that used to it. He also has the baseball bat for just some increased long range harassment damage. Could get lucky with it, of course, but I would like to see more spam with it, because he can shoot it down chokes like here. I would have used, yep, throws it. Yep, that's exactly how you do it. Just throw it in there, and then when you get it back, you can throw it again. But you know what's there. You see the engineer in the corner. He's going to back up his engine or heavy push, and then run into a sentry and die. I don't think that was intentional. The heavy didn't really move that much forward. Takes a teleporter. That's fine. No one else was waiting in line, so you can do that. Does a prediction shot. The pyro doesn't run. Misses. That's okay. Uber coming in here with... Oh yeah, that was me. You're using the Sandman, forgetting that I gave it a damage nerf to compensate for the increased damage on the bat, or a baseball rather. And then he tries to get a medic, and the medic lives, and he dies. He's thinking about it. Actually, he hit something. That's free damage, but there's literally a sentry there that he didn't see. But now he knows it's there, so let's see. Ah! Here we go, the spy switch. Let's see what he decides to do here. So he is in the corner, being very sneaky. Oh, gets a stab on a pyro. Oh, how embarrassing. You're supposed to spy check. Why don't you try spy checking more, you idiot? And then he takes health packs right in front of a sniper. Wait, don't tell me he gets the stab here. Alright, so this is Rara, who saw the spy, and he knows this here. Like, we saw this in the previous episode. And then he decloaks and cloaks right away and goes back behind enemy lines here. And I think he saps this teleporter. And I think he also runs back to the spawn. He's just going for some harassment here. Goes back, sees this, saps this as well. And then he's probably, yeah, he takes out this this one as well before he can get destroyed. And he shoots it. Absolutely worth it. Very good call there. And then he's just going to stay back here and sap this. I would have loved for him to take the speed pad before sapping it, because like it ensures that you can run away a lot faster, but I'm not sure if he would have been able to escape that. But finally got some value, shutting down engineer teleporter lines when the reason that the blue team won was of said teleporter lines is absolutely worth it. Just shooting a bit on M just to do some damage, because there's not much else he can do. That's good for, like, you know, maximizing stuff. So he's gonna go sneaky breaky around here, see what they have. He can't really go for a backup because the point's not open. So what I would like to do as a spy sometimes is that I like to take the teleporter and sap the exit, so that that this doesn't happen, right? Because there's a... Oh my god. What? I would have been really surprised if he lived that. If he had better positioning, he would have gotten away 100%. 100% he would have gotten away. Of that pyro. So once again, he's back here, runs in as a demo man. It's already sapped, sees a dispenser, just, yeah, it's free, why not? Doesn't really matter. Sees that there's a bunch of stuff. Medic coming in, ooh, prime target detected. What will we do? Yeah. Then the other spy on your team takes the speed pad. Wow, and he's like, yeah, fine, I guess I'll go over here. He's just kind of like if we capture the point, he would have been a prime position to spike at. But now he's in a good spot where he looks like a demo man that's in a position where a demo man would be. And then he doesn't shoot the medic that's by himself for some reason. Not sure if that was the best call. He was in the right place, and then he runs up to heavy and dies off. So now we're starting to see that like positioning thing that has been an issue that I've been aware of for quite some time, where he like just keeps making the wrong choices or like suboptimal choices where he just gets himself killed instead of he could have just retreated and be safe and run back. And I'm not sure if the Deadringer is the right call here. So what's he gonna do now? He has no knife. Yeah, he takes the speed pad, and then he's probably gonna run and just zap a bunch of shit. Yeah, and then he's gonna die. He distracted them a little bit, but it led to nothing. And out again we go. So Dspatiej going up, and away, and he is going to run straight into fire, lose his knife. If that's okay, he's going to go and sap and be useful instead that way. Actually gets the gun, good value, and then he escapes and he lives, and he's going to have his knife back any moment now if he hasn't gotten it already. There you go, knife in hand, the Spicicle. Ooh, he sees the... Oh my god, how did he not notice? Okay, so oh yes, very good. He has super speed. He can go in for like a super stab if he didn't slide on that and decloak right in front of a pyro. What are you doing? Oh, there's like the two medics were there, and you're like, dude, the fucking sentry that's protected by a pyro, I'll go there. Ugh. It hurts my... All you had to do was just go right. If you had held right, you could probably have gotten a medic pick there. That was... Oof. That was hard to watch. All right, so he's going to be sneaking. Yeah, he realized that the Deadringer didn't really do anything, but here we go. And that big stick turned around. I think this is... I just paused it for a minute. I think we're going to make this the thumbnail. There we go. Good thumbnail. All right, back we go. I like how I just take the thumbnail while we're watching. Type thumbnail in the comments if you made it this far. Alright, so he goes around. Oh, very good position, very good position. Spy walk, yes, gets the heavy, and the medic notices, but that's a good pick. I would just get out of there, go back, get the health. There's a sentry there that he's gonna sap and shoot. Yeah, why are you not shooting? It's got faked. You could have shot it. Oh, it's not optimal. And now there's a pyro there, and the pyro's killed you before, and what you gonna decloak right in front of everything? Oh my god, you're drunk. Why? What is this? What is this? Alright, is he typing or is he timing out, or what's happening? We've been here for quite a while. Alright, he's back. Alright, so he's away for a couple of minutes. That's okay, loses the knife immediately. He's gonna go back here. And, ooh, a very good position to be in. Has his knife. It's gonna get found out immediately and just instantly die. Shit. Why did he go there? Oh boy. Alright, so once again, back. He's gonna switch class. Oh, he's on the heavy. This is his class. You know, this is the Dspatiej extraordinaire. So he has the brass beast here. Gonna go for the mobile sentry build. I think this is a good call. They have no static defense here. There's the perspective from the previous game where Rara, like, quick fix medic, Uber into heavy with a brass piece. Like the regular heavy, even Tomislav shreds that. So this is just like instantly deletes you. So he's going away from the harass role into like a power role to be able to like set up a wall and defend or maybe attack very well. So he's just gonna do chip damage from afar. However, he doesn't have to worry about a sniper because it's Big Sick that's on the sniper, and we know that he's on the Huntsman and didn't do shit when he played that. And also Resurrest the sniper is on his team, which is a fairly decent sniper that normally causes him a lot of trouble. So he's just standing here, and then somehow the medic drops Big Wish while he was shooting him, so he gets an assist for that. Kills a pyro and then dies for it, but dispenser down, we can push. He uses the jump pad to take some fall damage. But that's okay, his health back here. He's going to set up here and probably do a little peek. I mean, his team is pushing. And so is the other team, but you can't get past that sentry, so... And I also think he's using the stake, right? Yeah, so he's normally using the stake and the killing blows of boxing. That's like his thing. Yeah, you saw the killing blows of boxing there. Because sometimes, like with the balance mod, you can cancel the speed from the stake whenever you want. However, you do take 100 damage and you get the mini crit for like a couple of seconds. But the cancel allows you a lot more like freedom, and if you have a medic, you can like circumvent that. But it's definitely something to keep in mind. So he's just gonna go down here and keep shooting and keeping pressing things. I would love to see a bit of a retreat here because you can't sustain this by yourself. It doesn't matter, his team pushes, and I thought there were more blue here, but there wasn't. So they capture areas with the patented stake. Maybe he will get lucky and get something. Yeah, so he sees a pyro, not gonna do that. So I think this is where he just runs out and dies. Yeah, he runs on the point, doesn't cancel. Yeah, so he dies. That's where Akakis from a previous episode killed him. I'm not sure what he was thinking there. The plan was, I'm going to stake onto the point where all the enemies are. I'm going to stand on the middle of the point where I can't punch anybody, and then hopefully an idiot runs into me so I can crit him. So I can then slowly rev up my brass beast to then get killed before I even get to shoot. So in this case, I would have probably switched off the brass beast because you take so much damage just being so slow. But he is adamant, avoiding the arrows there. So here he has to set up in the corner. He has double pyro protection, so if he gets stabbed, that would be a miracle, considering blue team doesn't have a spy at the moment. He's taking a lot of damage, not getting any heals, and then he just gets blasted from mid-range. Or close range, rather. So, but he's still back. Now, gonna be doing some of the shooty shoots. Just being a bit of a wall here, because like right now, like if you see this, you can't really attack unless you walk out in the open, right? If he had just stayed close to the walls, he would not have died there. So the reason he died is that he walked out and then the soldier was in a position where he could shoot him without getting hit himself, right? So if he just stayed like here in the corner, he's in a pretty good position. Like this doorway, hallways, edges is pretty good for the Bass Beast because you can disengage pretty quickly. And you don't want to challenge Huntsman snipers that can shoot, but he's still challenging, and somehow he lives. Like, he should have died there for sure, but you know, it's big stake, and he was bad with the freaking Huntsmans. But I think, like, if the other sniper had a sniper rifle, he would have mega dead. Misses a bit of a checking there. I think that he should have killed that pyro. Now, red team are 2 players up, and they should be able to run out here. So he runs out, meets the scout, which he... What is this tracking? What is happening? Finally gets a kill here. We have a medic running in here, gets the drop, but I think he got like 75% Uber because of those 3 hits. And then Ham is back. He joins. And then we're back to just more heavy shooting here. Not really coordinating that much with this team. Let's see here. So, like, this is scary, right? If this scout was not was confident in his ability to damage, he would have not backed off there. He would have just jumped over his head and killed him. Because that's like a big thing with like okay scout, like mid-level scouts versus good scouts. Is that good scouts, they know how much damage they can do, and they're comfortable taking damage on heavies, and they know like what they can do movement-wise to to kind of juke their aim so that they can land the damage. It's risky, but they know what they're doing. Just look at any like pro scout. So gets a sentry. Good pick. You need to back off. God damn it, I can't even finish the sentence. You're like at 72 health and you're getting spammed in the choke, and you're just like, yeah, W is the key to hold here, guys. I'll slowly sneak up on them. But there we go. There's the... Wait, hold on. Wait. So we're like at 138. 0, 0, 0. Hold on. Dspatiej, did you not know which minigun you were running? Alright, so you're just gonna fast forward the entire game. This is how demos work. Where's Dspatiej? Oh, he's dead. So we're just gonna... Okay, he's up now. Let's see. There he is. Spoilers. Fuck! Alright. Maybe we'll do that like... 5. Because I just wanted to see that ending again and see exactly his positioning. I forgot to check which frames Dspatiej was alive in. Okay, so he's gonna be dead for a couple. Okay, so now he's alive. Let's see, where is he? There he is. Okay. I got to the point where I wanted. So he shoots here, right? And okay, I'm just gonna do free cam here for a little bit. They run on the point. He sees this, so he kills the pyro. And then he doesn't unrev. But he had 25 health. I doubt it would have mattered. But yeah. This is a position, a very unfortunate position there and for the weapon. If he had a Natasha, he could have jumped on there for sure with the speed boost. But yeah, that was Dspatiej. Not as bad as I thought, but definitely room for improvement. And I think if you just back out when you're low in health, you will stop dying as much. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next episode.